What's going on, everybody? We're in Dodge City, Kansas. Been here for 2 weeks. It's getting close to snowing. Left Rapid City, South Dakota after my last camping video. And stopped here. If you ever seen an old show, Gunsmoke or Wyatt Earp, or probably a lot of old other Western movies, or some modern ones, Dodge City's pretty big on the historical Western list, so I figured I'd stop here. A few things I want to show you. Just actually, after being here 2 weeks, it only takes about 4 hours to tour the full Dodge City. There's not much here, and even the historical section is not the best. But yeah, I'm going to show you just 3 things today. But before I get to those 3 things, I just want to tell you about this crazy freaking RV park that I'm in. It's so funny. So the trailer that's behind me, this guy behind me right here, I don't know how to make this thing zoom. I don't know, you can see it back there. It is a hoarder facility, let me tell you. Last night I went to go out to my truck right here to go to the bar, and I heard somebody yelling for help. He was just screaming for help. So I walked over and I was like creeped out, and I banged on the side of his trailer and I was like, hello? And that's the main office right there. And he's like, yes, I need help. And I was like, what the hell's going on? So the smell that was coming out of that trailer was beyond my, can't even describe it. But I opened the door, and I'm not gonna tell you what I saw, but he was kind of stuck in the bathroom, and I ended up having to call an ambulance. And after that I went to the bar and I came back to see if he was all right. And man, just insanity going on. So yeah, all right, we're gonna just go around town. Man, that guy's got an electric heater running in there with stuff piled up to the roof, and it's just like 2 dogs in there. He can't move. He's just laying in the bed, and I'm surprised it hasn't burned to the ground, because the pizza boxes, the newspapers are just gonna slide off when the dog bumps into them, and they're gonna go right in front of that electric heater, and that's gonna be the end of that trailer. But so see this right here? This is part of what I wanted to show you first. Well, it's part of it. It's not the main attraction. But that is a lake, and it's completely empty. So there's like no water in Dodge City. Yeah, that's a lake right there, and it's part of the RV park. And wow. So according to legend, or some of the bar patrons I talked to, they're saying that this lake just dried up when the aquifer went dry underneath. And the reason the aquifer went dry is interesting. Colorado stole all the water from the river. There's 2 massive meat processing plants here that feed 1/3 of the country, slaughtering like 6,000 cows a day. Well, there's people down there running in it. They're up to no good too, like they know I'm watching. Look, they're taking off. They've been up to no good. They're hiding. What the hell's going on in here? Oh, where did they go? Wow. Definitely like 3 kids running. I wonder what they did. They probably broke some shit now. I'm gonna get blamed for it. There's the other side of the lake. It's like a peninsula I'm in right now. So the lake wraps around this spot where I'm parked. And there used to be boats and stuff. There's a picture of the 90s from inside the RV park office. And they're gonna try and redo it. They're gonna try and like put a liner in the lake, so that I guess it just holds water. So I guess they can just let the snow and rain fill it up. And then put some camping spots back in here. Wow, it's been so empty for so long. There's actually trees all growing in there. Those are trees about, I don't know, 15 feet tall, except that big one in the middle there. But I'm not supposed to be back here, so, you know, worried somebody's gonna come yell at me. So have a look at this. They have had some bulldozers or something down in here kind of leveling it out. Those kids that were running, see them way, let me see if I can point them out. Wow, this camera, this GoPro is no zoom. Behind the orange, oh man, I can't even point them out. There's a kid back there in the middle of the dry lake bed. But yeah, this used to be a lake and it dried out. So we're gonna take a ride back to the actual Arkansas River. All right, before we get out, I'm just gonna give you a look as we drive over this river here. Look at this. This is the Arkansas River running through Dodge City, Kansas. And we're gonna go up on that hill right there and have a look. All right, just walking up to the berm so I can give you a better view before we take my truck and drive. Drive down on in. So got like this barrier set up, guess to, I don't know why. I don't know why there's a barrier set up, to be honest with you. It's just to dry. But there's a path we're going to drive up here and then down in. It's cold today and windy, 45 degrees. There's a bridge we just drove over. Yeah, they got like these like tank barrier things set up, I guess, so people don't go down there. But at the same time, you can see across, there's also a way to get down. That's a nice little park over there. And that's looking right into the heart of Dodge, actually, across. But, yep. You can actually see way in the background there, just dry. Been dry forever, they said. Colorado's got a bunch of reservoirs and farmland that's stopping the water from making it this far down. All right, let's see how this goes. It's pretty steep, actually. Two-wheel drive. A little slippage there. All right. I've seen vehicles down in here before, so I don't think it's a big deal, but I got really bad luck, so let's take a ride on down. Oh yeah. I've seen that cop, seen the sheriff go over that bridge like 3 times in the last couple of days, so. Oh man. I got the trailer hitch on the back of my truck and I can just see what's gonna happen here. It's gonna bottom out. Yeah, there's been some other vehicles down here before. I seen them a couple days ago. It's kind of rough, but it's kind of nice. They take the ATVs and stuff down here. Oh, here you can see that barrier up close. It's the strangest barrier I've ever seen. Maybe the barrier's been up since like since there was water in here. I don't know, but it looks kind of new. Grain silos, you see them all over Kansas, Nebraska, when you get into the towns, because all it is farm fields. You know, any direction you go out of Kansas, I mean Dodge City, it's It's all just farm fields. I think they're growing something called Milo right now. Oh, we might have to put it in a four. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Yeah, that's soft. You have to back it on out of this mess. Wow, I'm surprised it's that soft. Back to the two-wheel drive. I was thinking before, like, wouldn't it be crazy if there's like a flash flood or something, but no. Go to the local bars, people tell you everything about their town. And they said, nah, this river's been dry forever. It's kind of unbelievable that nobody even cares. You'd think they'd be flipping out, you know, concerned that the river has no water. Those cattle plants have to use a ton of water too. Can't imagine just the amount of washing off they have to do there. All right, so that's exhibit number one, the dry Arkansas River of Dodge City, and we're going to move on to number 2. And here we are, exhibit number 2, pulling in. So, as you can see, this is a brick building, like wooden overhang. Let me just pull in a parking spot over here. That right there is the Wyatt Earp statue everybody takes a picture of. That's the old train station. Railroad tracks run through town. So this is where it all took place. I'll take a little walk out here and show you. Walk and talk. So if you watch the old Western movies, you know, Wyatt Earp and all that, you got the boardwalk, you know, with the saloon and the hotel and all that. Seen Gunsmoke. This is where it was. It's all brick building now. Parking lot. Still see the railroad tracks. I'm pretty sure the railroad tracks haven't moved since the original town. So it's all brick now because it burned down. The original wooden structures that were here, the hotel, the saloon, all that stuff, all burned down. Around town you'll see these little markings, plaques. Got one for I think his name's James Harnett, Matt Dillon. The statue's actually up ahead. I'm not going to go over there today. See another statue right over here in the trees. It's called El Capitan. It's a bull. Dodge City was known for cattle. Santa Fe Trail. So this is it. No longer wood, all concrete. This is where they would have actually walked, Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday, up and down here. Have the train station in the distance over there, so people would get off the train, I guess, at the train station there, which I'm assuming is rebuilt because that's all brick now too. And they just head to the downtown area, which is right here. So we'll go a little bit further down and see what else is going on. It's actually the day right after Halloween, so I've been stuffing myself with candy for the last since I woke up this morning, and just feel horrible. Can't eat candy all day. There's another section down there, but make a U-turn. It's really not that I mean, it's not even like Deadwood, South Dakota. It's all Mexican shops. There's a Chinese food shop, but you know, it's November 1st, so
and there's no tourists, but even if you were a tourist, this would just be like a rest stop type of thing. You wouldn't want to actually vacation here because there's no, I guess the town doesn't care. They don't really seem to do too much with like the Old West. I mean, you think there'd be like Deadwood has a bunch of bars, gambling, casinos, just like it was back in the day. Not here. It's all Mexican restaurants, Chinese food that I don't really think anybody even eats at. Oh, something funny here too. If you look up in the corner of that building, the white door to nowhere. So you can take a walking tour. It goes about 3 streets back. You see more of these little statues on the side. And that's about it. It only takes, if you really wanted to come here and, you know, see the old Wild West or whatever historical stuff they have, it only take about 4 hours. It's all, there are some bars right here, but they're like, it's all Mexican. The Dodge City is all 100% Mexican people. Everything's Spanish around here. Not gonna walk down by the train station, there's nothing to see there. So what we'll do is take it to the last stop. That was number 2. Last stop's pretty interesting. Alright, so we've got 3A and 3B for our conclusion. So right there across the street, you see all the smoke coming out and trucks. Behind those trucks, that big gray building, that's actually National Beef. It's monstrous, and that's where like all the grocery store ground beef comes from. Drive by real quick and I'll show you the side view of this facility. That's where 3,000 cows a day, 3,000 a day are going and getting chopped up and killed. Right back there, all those pipes and smoke and yeah, look at this. Look at the size of this. Massive. This is where everybody in Dodge City works. All illegal Mexicans. And this is one of 2 plants. So that's one of 2 plants, and like I said, like 3,200 cows a day at one plant. Because when I was at the bar, I was talking to the cow puncher dude. He's like 23-year-old, just white guy. He was the only one that wasn't a Mexican that works there. And he just sitting there talking, just kills cows all day. That's his job. Cow punch him. And you know, he was just drinking at the bar, and I don't know, I for some reason I pictured like somebody that kills 3,000 cows a day to be like a serial killer or something, but I guess not. So alright, we're gonna stop here and I'm gonna show you the final stop. Alright, do you see what I'm seeing? Do you see like thousands of cattle just sitting in the dirt? I'm gonna get out and take a closer look for you. I'll walk down by that fence right there. Thousands of cows. Thousands of cows just sitting there waiting to get chopped up. So crazy, there's some free ones over here. That's where you get your free grazed beef from, I guess. But the rest of them, I seen this traveling through Kansas. There's just sections where you go by on the highway and they have this out here. Just thousands of cows sitting in the mud. Look at it. It goes back as far as you can see. It goes back over that hill. Thousands of cows. Got some wind turbines in the background there. All these cows just sitting here waiting to be chopped up. And the wind's blowing directly at me, so there is a real smell. Which actually, to be honest, honestly, this smell of the cows right here in the field, this is just like normal farm smell. It's just regular cow smell. It smells like what a cow would smell like if you walked up and smelled it. But in the plants, they have like fat rendering day, and they have like burn off the blood day. And if the wind is not blowing, even with the wind blowing, it was horrendous. So the other night, it was just, it just smelled like death, like dead animals. It was horrendous, and it lasted about a good 18 hours. Started probably around 4 p.m. Didn't end till the next morning. I don't know, 9, 10 in the morning. It was enough to give you a headache, and there was no wind. It was just, I can't even explain the smell. It was just smelled like rotting dead animal. And you know, I've been here 2 weeks, and just talking to the people in the bar that work there and stuff, they're just like, the whole town just stinks like that at least one day a week. Just horrendous dead animal smell, cow shit smell. Like, I don't even know how they bear it, but they say you get used to it after a while. I never get used to it, and it just was almost unbearable. If the wind's blowing pretty good, the wind actually blows here, wow, a couple days a week, just like North Dakota. But that's it. So I don't know where I'm going next. Down to Texas, I guess. Stop in Oklahoma real quick. Got to pass through Oklahoma to get to Texas, so we're gonna do that and avoid the snowfall.